taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Hussein. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Goes to the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
That's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
On 3rd and short, the Ryan looking for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got his man. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Ncaa26. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hussein. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And a big return after the... He sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Marsh. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hussein. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. Jukes his way for more. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Thanks to grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. They'll immediately call timeout. This should be the last play of the quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks the tackle. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Duarte. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down. Throws to the tight end.
Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. Take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
When of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Quarterback may change this route. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. A strike downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Looking for the score. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. There he goes to the right. The tag. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. They're step 1 and 2.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Hauls in the deep ball. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a heat. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Mark. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's
looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. Big
tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Slings it downfield. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Duarte. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
They'll move the tight end. He wants to throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
One of the things I love about Bootleg's, the former quarterback, is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody
breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. On the move, he fires. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Can't get him to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 40. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Tamatova. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with that.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
On the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
3rd and long, and try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.